Do you have the courage and fortitude to follow orders and stay true in the face of danger, no sudden death? So I apologize in advance if this video may not be as great as you expected, or even as I expected, but it was really important to me to get this out to you. Savvy? So my recommendation to do a Captain Jack Sparrow impression is you first need to find your pitch in the voice. And I said pitch with the P. You see that? The P for pirate, savvy? Everybody has their own pitch, and it's kind of like a piano as you play it. There's different notes. Every voice has sort of a melodic way of speaking, so to speak. The great Jez Hornell, if you ever saw the movie, I know that voice. I know that voice. That is a wonderful movie on voice actors, and they will teach you exactly what they go through. And it's very educational, I'd say. Now, in order to do a Captain Jack impression, I'm going to have to break character. And I apologize because most of you want to see me do this in character, but it's hard to explain how to get to this point. So first of all, on the scale, you need to find your voice. My normal speaking voice is about here. Kind of sounds like Willy Wonka is what somebody told me, but... So my normal speaking voice is actually right here. That's the tone of it. You need to find where the character's voice is at. So Jack's, for example, is going to be lower. So you're going to go low, 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 right about there, right there. And even if you try to talk into a normal voice, it's right there. It's a little hard to do. And then, but you'll eventually get to that tone. And then you start to add the accent. Now, this is the thing that's interesting, is that Captain Jack Sparrow's accent is really unidentifiable, even though it's supposed to be a British or English accent. However, I would say it is all of that, along with a Cockney, yet Northern Wales type accent. Occasionally, certain words he says sounds Australian too, which I know I slip up and do that, for example. But that's okay, because as long as you're kind of getting the speech there with Jack, it will be fine. What I say is when I speak, not everything, like when I talk, not my mouth is not completely touching. The tongue is sort of not completely touching, and all of the vowels are not pronounced correctly, so when you say a word, it's a little bit lazy, if you will. So the word would be Captain Jack Sparrow. And sometimes again it's Sparrow, the way he rolls the R's, which would be the Northern Welsh type. And of course you have to have all the rest of the flair to it, such as the mannerisms. What you typically do is a little bit of a sway, and Jack, whenever he talks, he leans back a bit when he says words. Like, Commodore Norton's in my face, please, and my hat. Commodore! Oh, see, that's a different pitch right there. But his walk is very simple. It's almost like as you take a step, you pivot just a little bit, as if you're sort of dancing. Kind of like a sway, and I wish I had the room and the time. I apologize to teach you the walk. I will probably post that in another video at some other time. But for right now, I'd say when you take a step, you kind of lean a little bit back, and each step you lean a little bit back, and his arms are kind of off to the sides like this. Posture is not very good at all, mates. Posture would be kind of leaning back like so. On the entire thing, you want to just have fun. You want to be a little bit loose with your movement, not too constrictive, except when he kind of jumps and does the whoa, those moments. You need to find, again, where your pitch is at, and you need to allow yourself to experiment with it. And I would say that if you play back the movie, don't base it off of my impression, but sometimes you learn from other people's impression. If you play back the movie over and over again, listen to his voice, listen to the pitch, try to match your voice to that. Try to find the easiest word to say, and the easiest lines to say, is what I would say. Savvy? For example, Do you have the courage and fortitude to follow orders and stay true in the face of danger, no more sudden death? So something like that. You can do a lot of practices too, because he does speak fast. He does mumble. That works in your advantage because of the mumbling part, savvy. You don't know what he's saying. Work on your pronunciation to say things rather fast, such as that one. For example, Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear, Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair, Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't really fuzzy, was he? Oh, Hedda was hoping to hop to Tahiti to hack a high biscuit to hang on a hat. Now, Hedda has hundreds of hats on her hat rig, so how could a hop to Tahiti help that? Tongue twisters. You need to work on those. Try to do the pronunciation, and again, you're going to sort of let your teeth in front just kind of hang there. Sounds weird, but you're not going to completely close your mouth to pronounce everything that you can. And then the whisper part, you have to refine that. Not just the Spanish mainland, but the entire ocean. The entire world. So, I hope this helps you, mates, especially for those of you who had requested this video. I thank you so much for watching, and I apologize if this wasn't the best. I wanted to get this to you. It was that important. I wanted to make sure that I was in the costume when I did it, Savvy. That way it made more sense. I apologize, the makeup's a little messed up too. However, I hope this video finds you well, and you will be able to do a Captain Jack Sparrow impression very well, and I know you can. And I believe in you too. Have fun, and just be yourself as well, but be Captain Jack yourself, because that sounds weird. I'm going to edit that. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Don't forget to comment, like, and put on those notification thingies. And I apologize for the overexposure. I just wanted to make sure this video was clear enough, bright enough. That way you can see me. Savvy? We will see you next time on A Vast Entertainment. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day, everyone. And I forgot one very important thing, mates. You will always remember this as the day that you almost caught Captain Jack Sparrow.